The trend of live-action remakes has grown steadily over the past few years. With these companies exhausting every single one of their properties from the 90s, we have moved on to the era of 2000s remakes. And one of the most iconic properties of the 2000s is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Breaking audience records, winning countless awards, and critical acclaim has cemented Avatar: The Last Airbender as one of the best shows ever made. Even today, it sits as number 7 on IMDb's top 250 TV shows of all time. The story behind Netflix's live-action adaptations had an interesting development history. The show was first announced in 2018, but faced trouble in 2020 when the creators of the original show left due to creative differences. In 2021, it was announced that Albert Kim would take on the role of the showrunner of the live-action adaptation. It was reported that each episode of the live-action cost $15 million to make, making the total for the entire show around $120 million. The original show was 20 23-minute episodes in Season 1. However, the live-action changes it to 8-hour-long episodes in Season 1. Now, having seen the show, I would like to talk about the many problems I have with it. First is that it is too serious. The original show was goofy with some serious moments. This adaptation removes all of the goofy moments and takes itself way too seriously. The show also decides to remove the entire reason of Book 1. Do you know why it's called Book 1 Water in the original? Because Aang learns waterbending. In this version, he doesn't bend a single bead of water or train waterbending at all the entire season. This is such a big change, I have no idea how they're going to fix the timeline where he doesn't even know waterbending at the end of Season 1. It feels like they have ripped the personality out of all of the main characters. Aang is no longer goofy and has no fun side adventures. Katara feels like she's had her spine removed and is this shy waterbender throughout the entire season, not the fierce and confident character that we see throughout the original. Sokka has also had all of his negative aspects removed, making him feel like the most generic character ever written. The entirety of Team Avatar just feels like pale imitations of the original versions. But what does the show do good that doesn't make me scream like a madman? The show does a cool thing of maybe combining 2 or 3 episodes together into one and integrating them. It's really cool to see these original episodes done remixed. It's not better than the original, but it's cool to see if you're a fan of it. There are some really good new scenes. I like the one where Iroh is confronted by the brother of someone who died during the 600-day siege. I thought that was a really good scene and gave more depth to him earlier in the show. And I think one of the best changes of the show is the extra backstory we get behind Zuko's crew. It's a completely new idea that we didn't see in the original, but it makes it so much better. I personally think that animation is the better medium for the story, but the live action has some great visuals, especially in wide shots. In conclusion, Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender has some major flaws when relating to the plot, but has good visuals and cool remixes of episodes from the original. However, it cannot stand toe-to-toe with the original in any aspects. I recommend this show for fans who'd like to see the original stories done slightly differently. But if you haven't seen anything about Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'd recommend the original so you can see the story in its truest form. For In Focus, I'm Beck Lyons.